Hello and welcome to another episode of F-Stop Live. I am your host, Pagamani, and I'm all the way in the Eastern Cape in a town called Kumani. It's a very small town. And yes, we have our own little stories. And yes, it's better told with photography. The greatest story that can ever be told, though, it is with none other than a Godox Light. And yes, we're bringing you a very exciting episode. And this week, we're bringing you a gentleman all the way from Limpopo. His name is Tabang Sibata, but I'm going to let him introduce himself once he comes onto the stream. But what we have to do is say, hello, welcome to the show. Just stay back, hang back, relax, and let everything just be. Today is all about learning, just any other day. It's about actually picking up that camera and saying, you know what, I need a light. Let me just go through go Godox SA, just go to Godox SA or GPB, and you know what, you go there and make magic. But to sweeten the deal, on any given day, it's Christmas on any given day at Godox SA, and you just go to www.godox.co.za and use coupon code GodoxPakamani at checkout, and yeah, you get yourself an instant saving right there. But as I said, you know what? I'm not just going to be alone. I'm going to actually invite someone onto the show. But prior to inviting them to the show, the one thing that I also need to do is that we need to pay our bills. We need to actually just get on with the show. It's a wonderful Thursday. It's one day to the weekend, and a lot of people are going to be shooting. So that's the other question. What have you been shooting? All right. So next weekend on the 19th, if you are creative in Cape Town or in the Western Cape, hey, Godox SA is headed your way. So I'm going to actually reveal a couple of details later in the show so that, you know what, you don't miss out. Because at the end of the day, it's all about understanding light. Let there be light. Yeah. So with that said, let me bring on my guest onto the show so that I can actually get this show pumping, rolling, and just get to learn just a bit more. You know what? That's how we do it. Godox SA, no other way. All right. So let's bring on my guest for the day, none other than Tabang Sibata. All right.
Yeah,
Hello, Tabang. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
I'm doing exceptionally well. I'm just grateful to be on the show, grateful that I have electricity because, hey, for the past couple of weeks, I've been battling with electricity. But thankfully, to Godox SA, they do have what we call a portable power supply. So literally, I'm sorted when it comes to lighting. I mean, that's the only Godox way. That's how we do things in terms of Godox SA. So, how are things your end?
Oh, well, my side have been okay. My life has ups and downs, but then otherwise we are good. We are happy. We got God's light as well.
There we go. The Godox way. That's how we do it. Just light it up and just make sure that you just have a lot of great fun. And yes, you know what? I said to my guests, I'm having you on the show. And one of the things that I generally do on the show is that I don't really take all the credits to introduce someone. I always just want to hype it up, then say, hang on, let's let the person of the hour just introduce themselves. So, by all means, let me just hand over the platform to you, give you like 1 minute, 2 minutes, just do a basic introduction. Who is Tabang?
Well, Tawang is a self-taught photographer from Limpopo, but I'm currently residing in Northwest, and I'm known as Kill Switch Photography. By the way, Tawang is my birth name, and my company, the business that I operate under, is Kill Switch Photography.
Okay, so you operate under call switch photography. Is the Let's hope you're not holding a bomb there, or you're just holding a light. Right. So yeah, Tabang, tell us a bit more about yourself. Yourself, as you say, you're a self-taught photographer. That is something that is phenomenal. A lot of people don't actually get to teach themselves photography. What drew you to photography that you decided, you know what, this thing can actually work for me?
To be honest, I started joining the photography game since I was battling depression, so I was a bit of an
Okay.
antisocial type of person, and also I felt like I was slowly and detaching from the real world. I was actually like a loner, always alone. So I felt like I was starting to be a weirdo, those type of things.
All right.
So, but then since I'm such a shy person, I was unable to communicate with other people. So, but then I realized that there's one thing that I'm good at, which was shooting pictures. So I used to use my phone, which was Huawei. It was Huawei P20 Lite. And then afterwards, I was like, okay, let me go and buy my first camera, which is something that I did. And then from that day onwards.
Okay, it's really interesting the stories that we hear because last week with the guest that I had, his first camera came from his wife. Your first camera, you went out and bought it, and you mentioned something that is actually quite significant that a lot of people don't speak about or find to be extremely taboo in society. That is speaking about depression. So I would like you to take us a bit into that journey, if you don't mind, if it's not too much of a personal thing, because it's also a case of not just educating people about what photography is, but also understanding just a bit more in terms of what go through. And one of the things that people go through is understanding their challenges, mental challenges at that you know
So I feel like most of us we basically have lots of mental issues, but we are unable to express them. Someone is fighting imposter syndrome. Someone is fighting this type of depression. Get my point? But
Mhm.
in our culture, there is a saying that "monna kinkulela" thing. It means when as a man, you're not allowed to cry out loud, and those type of things. And
All
I feel
right.
like those type of stigmas they are gradually making monsters in the community.
Mm.
So ever since it's a mental health awareness month, I feel like most of us we must just come out in the open and be like, guys, we are depressed, this and that is not going well, and then seek help, because ain't no way that we just gonna sit back and fold our arms and be like we're just hoping for something to happen. No, it doesn't work in that way. We need to get help, guys. We all know that life is hard and we are facing a lot of socio-economic factors on daily basis you know
All right.
so we basically need to speak out, especially as men, because I feel like as men we are basically emotional beings, but then we are unable to express them because we are scared of being judged. We are scared of being deemed weak, etc., etc. You get my point? So
Yeah.
we must we must speak out. And I feel like most of the gender-based violence cases they actually come from men not speaking out their emotions. Imagine when
Mm,
you
mm.
are then you just keep bottling up. You're not offloading things off your head, off your heart, and everything. But you just keep bottling up because of monna ke nkulela thing. One day you can explode, obvious, and then the next person who will be next to you, they will obviously be a victim. Get my point?
Yeah, no, I definitely get your point, and it's a very good thing, and that's why I'm a very appreciative of the story you've just actually told us because you're speaking from personal experience, and societal issues are things that we need to really speak about and understand different forms of art in terms of how to portray that, and that also leads me to my next question in terms of have you ever had any form of art exhibition that you have done with any of the work that you do? That kind of depicts, how you feel, or you just shoot in general.
No, actually, to be honest, sometimes I have my own concept, right? And then I also have my client's concept. So,
All right.
what I would do is to exhibit my own work, but I never really had a chance or to meet relevant people who can refer me to relevant people. However, I just wish that maybe one day when I'm done with school and everything, I'll be able to continue, with my work and start to exhibit the artist's work. That's
All
my
right.
ultimate goal.
And what are you currently studying at the moment?
I'm currently studying Bachelor of Science in Chemistry and Biochemistry.
Ooh, okay, interesting. So you're a science guy. I love that. I love that. I love that.
No,
And then basically what you do with your photography, it's also to just balance out a bit of your time and whatnot. But tell me something, even within the art of photography, If you had to choose between indoors and outdoors, which direction do you lean towards?
I would basically go for outdoor.
All right. Any particular reason?
I find it quite you know I don't know how to put this, but I feel like when you're balancing your light and then with the sun, coming out and stuff, when they combine together, they create this magic that you will never like explain in terms of words. But when the pictures come out, you really understand that, oh damn, so this light was coming from this side, this one was coming from this side, those type of things, because when you're
Right.
doing indoor setup, yeah, you can basically manipulate their life the way you want. But with outdoor, you get that thing, you cannot really like manipulate the light, But yeah.
Really love that, and one of the things that we have on the show, we have really great people that also tune in and watch. And I'll put up one of the comments, is like, there we go. That's Damien going say good evening. So he's giving a shout out. And then we also have another person here, one of the viewers, Gabby, saying shout out to Killswitch and Godox SA Fire.
Shout out,
So yeah, we do have people, and yeah, I do encourage people to also just swing by, put up questions so that we can have a conversation with you, because what Epstop is really about is connecting creatives to people and other creatives, and creating a space where creatives can have a say in terms of different ways that they want to have a say and use art. And the theme of the show is the streets are home, and that's one of the things. We're looking at your work, we are going to be exhibiting some of your work and saying, when we say the streets are home, this is what we mean. This is the streets are home. And I'm going to actually just kickstart this thing in terms of just actually popping up one of the photos that you've actually taken. And it's always a very nice thing to actually look at, what creatives get up to. We don't just say, well, he's just a creative, and that's the end of it. So I'm going to start off with something that's really quite cool that I actually saw that you've actually done. And it's something that I think a lot of people can relate to. And yeah, just waiting for the picture. There we go. Let's just pop it up onto the stream quickly. And yeah, Tabang, take us through this pic. You took this really immaculate picture that we see here on the screen, and you shot it. There's like really great contrast in light and colors, quite balanced, sharpness great. You can actually see the paving, and what inspired this shot?
Oh, well, on that day, I actually went to meet up with a friend, and I took my cam with me. I always have my camera with me in my bag. So
Okay.
what really happened is that I saw that woman. I was just randomly taking pictures, and then he started picking up cans, cans of coke and stuff. But then you know there's a saying that your eyes are actually the window to your soul. So, but I can feel that this woman is actually like overthinking and stuff. So actually took her like three pictures. The first one, she was picking the 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 cans. The second picture, she was walking, and the other
Mhm.
picture is this one. So she was basically like, you know, I don't know, she was thinking about her own things. But then I just took an advantage and then I shot that picture. But when I got to my room, I was like, actually, we are going through a lot. It doesn't matter the age, even if you tell yourself that I'm old and everything. Uh, yeah, something like that. So yeah, that is what encouraged me to shoot that picture. It was so unexpected, though.
Okay. No, I love it. So as you said, you did a series of pictures, and that was something, this also epitomizes everyday life in terms of the things that actually happen. and we end up with a situation and we look at it and say, you know what, I'm inspired because Tawang took a shot and he can take a picture anywhere. Do you feel that you would have limitations shooting in other scenarios, such as being able to shoot indoors? Or are you primarily just saying, look, I'm an out and out outdoor person?
You can't really say you are an outdoor person. I feel like as a photographer, you need to be versatile as much as possible.
All
Hence,
right.
if you can go to my profile, I'm merely trying to balance between like shooting beauty shots, street shots, and events. Like I'm merely like here and there, studio, outdoor, and everything. So
Mm,
I'm basically trying to be versatile as much as possible, so that I feel like most photographers, they basically limit their abilities, because someone will feel more comfortable in the studio. That's fine, but you need remember you're creating art.
mm,
And
mm.
also, I feel like most photographers, they fall deep into depression because of chasing money. So instead of creating art, like you basically have a lot and lots and lots and lots of clients. Like for instance, you are
Mm.
shooting some same thing. You're repeating the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. You know, you basically don't leave any room for challenge. You need to challenge yourself as a creative.
All
So
right.
that
So
is
tell me something in terms of what you're saying. You know, between, let's say, flash photography and constant lighting, which one would you say for you is something that would work better for you for your workflow, or the challenge that you'd, as you put it, that you would like to actually have?
well, I feel like okay, flashing light is cool. I never really tried shooting with a constant for. But then I would like to explore that type of photography one day. But yeah,
Mm.
I just feel like maybe I'm just too used to using the flash and stuff.
Okay. So yeah, that's something that's adding a bit of dimension. But tell me something in terms of also just looking at different concepts that you've actually done. Have you ever done something such as, apart from a concept shoot, or how can I say, a campaign? So let's say a campaign such as human trafficking, a campaign whereby you alerting people about violence in certain sectors and something of that nature.
Yeah, yes, I have gender-based violence concept, and yeah, and many more concepts actually.
Mm.
I really, yeah.
No, I hear you. You know, so basically, that's something that is working within your arsenal and just making sure that you have the things that give off. All right. So you've done gender-based violence as well. So that is something that is really phenomenal. And as you said, you did one off Gogo, and there's one that also that you did, and I think this is also some of the forgotten people in our societies, and that is someone that have what we call vitilingo, if I pronounce it correctly. If I don't, I am very sorry, people. It's a matter of also learn how to pronounce certain words, and so it's something. Okay, let me just have a bit of a glitch there, just bringing that up. But let me just quickly sort that out. So yeah, technology can be technology at times. You just 1 second and you're like, oh, okay, I can click a button, and the next thing technology is like, well, I'm not on your side for today. Murphy's Law, you know. Okay,
Oh,
let's
yeah,
just try
yeah.
again, just bring onto the stream quickly, because as I said, there are some challenges that we often get. So, for instance, now I've got a bit of a green or bluish sort of tinge on my face, and I think that's also owing to the laptop screen. Yeah. So let's just see. All right, so let's bring it onto the stream quickly. There we go. And yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah,
talk us
that
through
one,
this
that one.
one because I can tell you're using off-camera flash.
Yes, I was actually.
Yeah. But yeah, take us
Uh,
through motivation
I
behind it, how you lit the shot, and yeah, what you enjoyed mostly about the shoot.
well, that was one light setup. Is yeah, it was one light setup, and I used this other guy light. It was still by Tempo, and I also have avian stills. So yeah. So I used 8600, and yeah, it was nothing hectic actually.
Mm,
Yeah, because I feel like as society we need to acknowledge people regardless of how they are and stuff. I wish I can
mm.
see more type of pictures than getting clients and stuff. And I'm not saying that I don't want clients, but personally I prefer creating art over shooting people. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's
So
quite
yeah, that's
understandable that people would go that route and just want to have a sense of, educational that they actually do so that people can know that certain things such as this actually exist and that, we have people that are generally different, but in us being different, it's something that is also extremely important for us to actually get that at the end of the day, things happen. We are people, and most importantly, we need to learn from one another as opposed to just having a situation where people just think everything is just black and white, that sort of thing. So it's really great to have creatives such as yourself who are bringing that different sort of aspect to making sure that we know what we are up to. We know that as people, we are motivated to do more. All right. So thank you very much for that. So let me just take off the picture from the screen quickly so that the two of us can, yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. We are back. That sort of thing. So yeah, light happens. Yeah, it's a really great feeling, and yeah, you also have uh, fa- I'd say a fan as well, saying, okay, let me just bring this up where they say Kill Switch giving me a shout out. That is very good. That is up from France, Paris, London. So they are saying thank you for giving them a shout out in terms of. I assume that's the person who actually assisted in terms of the shoot that we actually of the photo that we just
yeah,
saw. All
yeah,
right.
actually he
So
did there with me with and still by Tempo, he was also there. So yeah, actually
all
it's
right.
still by Tempo. Yeah.
All right. So tell me something, Kola. As much as are you a one-person team, two-person team? Tell us a bit about Killswitch Photography and some of the collaborations that you have had and collaborations that you envision to have in the future.
Well, okay. Actually, I basically want to use photography to address multiple factors that are affecting people in our communities.
Mm.
I want to use photography as a way to speak out to some certain issues like gender-based violence, and yeah, that's pretty much it. To me, it's more of a spiritual thing than just taking a camera and starting shooting pictures. You get my point.
Okay.
So I basically want to show people that we coexist with this type of people, etc., etc. So in such a way that we can learn about other things. We can be diverse as individuals on it. Get my point? So, uh, in my case, I actually collaborate with lots of people. Hey, I collaborate with lots of people, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Even though sometimes I prefer working alone. I don't know why, but yeah. But then I do collaborate with people.
All right. So tell me, in terms of you've done a bit of off-camera flash as well. In terms of the system that you use in terms of lighting, you did mention that you do have some Godox lights. Which one would you say, this is my go-to light in most situations?
In most situations, I have I have what I will actually go for V1. I think V1 is my main light because V1 is actually um it's actually nice. You know why? Because you can actually use it as a trigger.
I
You
know.
can
Yeah,
actually
yeah, it does have. It's a pity that mine is not with me at the moment. I was just using it on a shoot earlier on, and the fact that it can work as a slave, it can work as a master. So, I mean, really versatile.
yeah.
So, apart from the
So
V1, is there any other light you have used and you're like, this is also
I've used 8200 Pro, 8600 Pro, and BM, but I feel like 8600 BM lacks something compared to 8600 Pro because with 8600 Pro you can actually get that crispiness. I don't know how to explain it, but then yeah, something like that. As a person who have used both lights before, I feel like I should have bought 80 8600 Pro instead of BM.
okay, okay, okay. And then softboxes wise, I'm guessing you use the QRP, the quick release parabolic.
Uh, yeah. P120 quick release. I also have 90 centimeter, and this other one, yeah, that looks like a box. I don't know how its dimensions, but then it's this big.
It could be the 80 by 80. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So you've got
something like that.
yourself quite a bit of a collection there in terms of Godox lighting and soft boxes. Have you ever tried any of the gels in terms of just going for something creative, smoke bombs and whatnot?
Not really. I haven't really explored photography that deep, but then I wish to one day. It's just that like we don't really have money to purchase those things. Remember, I'm a student, so I'm basically just trying to be you know to survive. I'm surviving. I'm not living. I'm
Okay.
surviving. Gap. Yeah.
And then tell me, so if you were given, let's say this was now, you wrote a letter to Santa Claus and Santa said, listen, I'm granting you this wish. I'm giving you a voucher of 50,000 Rand to spend at Godox SA. What would you do with it?
Uh, oh my god. Okay. The first thing that I will actually do, I'll get collection of like ever since I have 8600 BM, I'll go for 8600 Pro, and also I feel like I need a wide range of gels and what um gels and stands. I don't have heavy duty stands, and whenever I'm shooting, sometimes that wind just come and then it blows away your light. Imagine if it was on hard surface, and then I'm fucked. So you, but then
So you
yeah,
need to secure it. Yeah, yeah, you need to
yeah.
secure it.
So as much as your stuff is insured, but you must never like I feel like you must never mess them up because they are insured. So you need to take care of them because they are taking care of you. So yeah, I will basically get like collection of lights, collection of stands, triggers, gels and everything, even the microphones and stuff. Also, I wanna explore videography, so I'll basically get more video lights and stuff. You know.
All right.
So
I'm just going to do a bit of a twist of fate a bit. Here's a quick question. What would you say are three characteristics that make a good photographer?
well, you must be reliable. That's the first thing, and then
All right.
you must be good at communication, you know.
Okay. So
And this one,
reliability, and you're saying a person
yeah.
must be good at communication. Yes.
Number three, you must be creative because sometimes you meet a client who doesn't know how to pose. You need to teach that person how to pose so that it doesn't jump piece on the picture that okay, this person doesn't know how to pose and stuff. So yeah,
Okay.
you need to be reliable. You can't tell people that I'm arriving at this time and then you come 2 hours late. You know, imagine if it was your wedding or something, you gonna miss all the vast of important moments. You know, yeah.
Okay.
So you need to be reliable. You need to be on time. And also, if you are late, you need to communicate. Imagine if now I'm coming to Eastern Cape and then I'm in Gauteng and then I'm telling you that I'm just 5 minutes away. Now, when you be chilled and then now I have to drive like I don't have a head and then I will end up causing accidents. So you need to communicate. You need to be reliable and also you need to be creative. That's all I feel like it makes a complete photographer in the
All
whole
right.
planet.
We move on to the next one. What kind of tools do you use for your post processing? Now, this is where
Mm.
I feel at times that we say, this is the chef giving away his recipe.
Oh, well, no, it's quite simple. Most of us we are using Photoshop and Lightroom for post production. Uh, yeah, I use Lightroom
Okay.
and Photoshop for my post production, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't use Capture One. I never tried Capture One before, but I wish I can. But just that I don't wanna, you know, mess up my head with lots of things. I just wanna focus on one thing and then on to the
Okay.
next.
Okay. So here's a comment quickly from Komoto just to give you a bit of a breather. She says, I'm the client who usually doesn't know how to pose. So how would you help Komoto? Because she says she does not know how to pose. So she's the type of client that is like that. How would you help her?
Okay. Hi, Homozo. I hope you're good. In most cases, I believe that it's quite reasonable for us as photographer and a client to sit down and then discuss the type of concept that you need so that we can construct a mood board that will actually help us with your vision so that at the end of the day we can actually be like, okay, we have achieved your goal and you can't just
Hmm.
wake up and decide to be like I'm going to have a photo shoot. The type of outfit that you're choosing, it must have a reason why we are choosing this outfit.
All
You
right.
can't choose a how can I put this? You can't choose an outfit that is suitable for you cannot choose a swimwear for street shoot. You get my point? So you need
Yeah.
to choose something actually aligned to your outfit. That will make your job much easier. And also, when we are doing mood board is basically your wishes. Actually, you're basically writing down your wish list. So you basically know, okay, if I'm wearing this dress or if I'm wearing this outfit, this is how I'm gonna post. This is
Hmm.
how I'm gonna post. And as a photographer, it also makes my work easier for me during post production, even when I'm shooting. You get my point.
No, definitely.
Hence, hence, I always advise my clients to be open with me. I have this type of outfit, and so that we can also plan the location. Okay, this outfit is suitable for this location. You get my point?
Hmm.
Yeah.
So that they don't feel out of place. That's another thing. It's a very big thing. We live in a space where people just want to feel that they are actually wanted in the space. All right, all right. I like some of these answers that are coming through. Hey, this guy is hitting the nail on the head. All right. Tell me something. What's the thing that you would say you love most about Godox equipment?
Well, products equipment is actually reliable. They are durable. I've had like my TT600 for how many years? For 5 years, still working just fine. You know, they
Hmm.
are quite. And also they are quite reasonable when coming to pricing, because I've been comparing with some other suppliers, and I can see, oh nah, it's not worth it. Cheating on your main girlfriend because you saw someone outside, nah, it's not worth it. Just
Okay,
and then
okay.
so yeah, because
Nice
of it's
one,
the way.
nice one, nice one, nice one, nice one. All right. Tell me something also. Who whose work has influenced yours the most? When you
Who
are you someone who's maybe, let's say, seen a couple of guys on Instagram, Facebook, or whichever platform, and then you said, you know what, this one's work speaks to me. So who would you say has influenced quite a bit of that?
To be honest, I can't really say this person has like influence towards me. Okay, as photographers, right? So you are following a couple of photographers on Instagram, on Facebook, on any social media platform, and then you come across their work, and then their work is really nice. You're just gonna say, yeah, this work is nice, you know. And you meet another one who's doing like street photography, and then you be like, this work is nice, So like it's just a lot of people, who I actually like, you know. Actually,
Okay.
I don't like people. I just like when I see a picture that has been captured by a professional photographer. That is what actually be like. Okay, this is speaking to me. This is speaking to me. Hence, I mentioned something about being versatile. So sometimes I go to Instagram. I come across the dark room artist work, and then Wole Parts,
Okay.
all sorts of photographs, and then I'll be like, oh damn, this is nice. Let me just pick my camera, go to town and shoot a couple of pictures, come back and edit them. And afterwards, you go to your Instagram, you see Mohale's work. Shout out to Mike Champion. So you be like, whoa, 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 this work is good. And then you go again, you see my boy Rizzy there shooting nice pictures of events, and then you start longing to shoot events. And also you go, you check other work, you see Adolf, let's shoot with Adolf, doing all sorts of nice things, magic, and you'll be like, damn, no, now I wanna do this one. That's how it works. I feel like we as photographers, we basically motivate each other.
Right. So the next question is, what are some of the biggest challenges you've had to overcome in the industry?
My challenge is, guys, equipment is expensive, yeah,
Okay.
equipment is.
Is it
So
in which sense?
yeah, so once upon a time, it was last year around May. It was around May, yeah, April, May. So uh, I was shooting, and then my camera, its hot shoe is not gonna work, and it was my only main camera at that time, Film XT3. So what happened was, I had another gig the following week. Imagine your camera gets destroyed this week, and then the following week you have another gig. And shout out to my
Uh-huh.
boy, he actually rescued me when he brought me his Sony. Hey, and Sony is a nice system anyway. So yeah, afterwards I called my insurance people. Shout out to our insurance for rescuing me again. They really like responded my
Uh-huh.
claim on time, and I managed to get myself XC4. So I think photographers, please insure your equipment. It's very important. Imagine if my gear was not insured. You know, it's not wise to actually like chow all your money and not insure your
Okay.
stuff. You need to insure your equipment, guys. It's tough out there. You know, imagine if it
All
was
right.
not insured. I was gonna be out of business. I was gonna be a depressed person again.
All right. So my next question is, how do you handle a client who has an entirely different vision of what they want compared to what you think looks best?
Oh, this one is too hard. Sometimes I'm a person that loves colors, right? So I'm more of a colorist than a normal photographer. I feel like I don't like natural colors, and they sometimes they look dull and dead to me. So I like adding more colors to my pictures so that's how I feel like my pictures will actually have life. So I once
Okay.
encountered a client who actually like wanted to be natural, like so she wanted to be natural. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna keep you natural as possible, which means I'm not gonna retouch your picture. I'm just gonna balance my light, add a bit of colors, and fix where it need to be fixed, remove the pimples, not no unnecessary things like having to use frequency separation, having to color grade, So yeah, that is what I
Okay.
did. And then she came back to me, she was like, no, 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 no. I don't want to look like this. Can you please make me to look like this again? Imagine. So now I had to start from the scratch, editing all those pictures. So I eventually went back to my coloring style, and then she liked it. So sometimes that line might be like, I want this and that, but then when I say photographer, what's best for them. It's like a patient coming to a doctor. So you need to be a doctor as a photographer, basically.
All right. Just a couple of comments quickly, just to give you a breather in terms of answer. Right. So, yeah, there we go. We have Chris saying, "How's it, guys? Good to see you both." Then also, in terms of the time that you were mentioning Capture One, and he said that, yeah, Capture One is amazing for tethered shoots. So that is what he basically uses in terms of that. And yeah, it's good to hear from people. And as I said, keep the questions coming. So to give you a bit of a breather, let's see some of your work. You've done amazing work, and it can't be a show if we don't show your work, and we need people to actually see what is Tabang being up to. We've seen two of your pictures, and yeah, let's take it indoors. We've been outside. Let's take it indoors. So let's see what Tabang gets up to indoors. You know, there we go. Boom. Tabang, take us through indoors.
Oh,
Okay, let me play an oracle for this one. You use 16 mil, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, 16 millimeter lens. Yeah, I like my pictures white nowadays. I don't know why. I feel like they're addictive though, and must stop.
Okay. And from using the 16 mil, the next thing that you used is a Godox flash. Take us through that.
Well, I use V1. So I came to realize that in most cases, if you have you know, a if you have like a wide a white, when you're bouncing the light on the white thing, it actually comes back and bounce back to your object. So that's how I achieved that photo. It was on flash, on camera flash V1. I used my V1 there to achieve that photo, and my
Mm.
XT4. Shout out to my baby there. Love that cat.
Right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. There was nothing complicated about that picture. It was just simple and straightforward actually to shoot. You know.
Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. You know, because a lot of people find certain things and like, but this one is complicated, and you like thinking to yourself, well, is it really complicated, or is it a case that you as a person think it's complicated? You know, so
Nothing is
yeah, it's
complicated when it comes into photography. I feel like it's basically the matter of you know knowing what you want, like the end result. Hence, it's quite important for you to talk with your clients. Do mood boards. Go and find some inspo, get poses. It actually makes your work much easier than going to a
Mm.
shoot just to freestyle. It doesn't work in that way. Once you start freestyling, just know that you shoot some messed up work, and it won't look good on you because this is basically you showing people that this is what I do, this is what I don't do. So yeah.
How moody are you for a mood board? Is the question that we're asking our viewers. But yeah, we're learning a lot, from Tabang. Tabang is taking us through the paces, and there is nothing greater than that. And yeah, we have Masejo also has a comment. So let's put up Masejo's comment. Masejo is saying, so true, planning your shoot ahead. It's a very important thing. So that is what Masejo is saying. Planning the shoot ahead is extremely, So yeah, Masejo is a very big thing. But tell us, Tabang, in terms of you
in terms
mentioned
of
the mood board. The question now comes in is that do you have pre-shoot meetings to do this mood board, or it's a matter of saying, okay, you have a mood board templates, then a person just chooses from that?
Well, no. I don't really have. You can't have a mood board in place because most people. You can have a mood board for a dress, and then client decides to come with a suit. You see, so you need to discuss with your client. Okay, dude. Since you'll be having a photo shoot. What outfit do you have in mind, and what type of concept do you have in mind? Because hence I mentioned your I mentioned having an outfit and background merging together to create a dynamic picture. You get my point? So, as much as photographers, we are able to actually come up with a concept, like we can make something out of nothing, but uh, having to put yourself under a lot of pressure because someone was unable to communicate with you thoroughly, it actually jeopardizes your work. You get my point? Imagine you go to a shoot and you don't even know what that person is gonna wear. You know, they just booked you for a photo shoot. You don't know what you're expecting. You just go in there. It's like going to a wall while your eyes are blindfolded. You get my point? So you basically need to know, okay, sharp, my client has this type of outfit. So this
All
outfit
right.
can be suitable for this environment. You get my point? And this might be our expected end results. I feel like it's a three-way step on. Yeah.
Right. So Chris Steenkamp says, okay, also has a comment and says, yeah, I don't normally shoot people, but I'm curious. What do you do? And if you miss a specific, um, if you miss a specific or perfect moment or pose, what do you do? There are times where, and that person really wanted that particular shot.
My
What
question
do
is
you do?
that my question is what that particular shot can be missed when you're, let's just say maybe you're shooting a wedding and then you miss a shot where people are kissing. Obviously, you cannot relieve that moment because those people were enjoying. Yeah, they were happy, and you cannot really tell, oh, hey, can you please go and kiss again? But if you are on a shoot, when you're with someone, nje, it's a shoot, it's a private location and stuff. You can actually tell them to redo the shoot, the pose. Unlike a wedding, unlike a party, you cannot tell them, oh, okay, guys, can you please go back and dance like this again? Can you please go back and do this and that? It doesn't work in that way, you know. So that is what I usually do. If I can feel that this pose is gonna be, I tell that person to hold that pose at least for a good 1 minute so that I can take multiple shots at the different angles. That's how I usually do. But then the thing is, when coming to selecting those pictures, guys, it's not nice. It's not nice. You're gonna have a gang of
Okay.
headache when you're
Chabang, are you a person who normally blushes?
yeah, something like that.
There's a comment. I'm gonna put it up. All right, let's put this up. Killswitch looks too young for the miracles he does on photos. I thought he was an adult, but
Who's that? Who's that?
Okay. I don't know whether I should name and shame.
Who's that? Just tell me.
Masejo, you have some explaining to do to Tabang because Tabang is blushing. Look at him. Look
Hey
at
guys,
him.
I'm too old. I'm too old, yo. I'm very old, guys.
Ah, Ungwa Natabang,
Yo. Okay,
according
sure.
to
I'm still young.
Masejo, you know.
Guys are
You know,
driving
so
for.
yeah, it's always good to hear these comments and saying, you know, this is what's actually happening in the world of photography, you know. And yeah, you know, the one thing that I always tend to dislike is the fact that when we're having fun, time just moves just that much quicker, and you know, it just moves. Now, Masejo says you look 14. Okay, okay,
Hey,
okay.
I'm not 14. Shut out,
Okay,
dog. I'm
Tabang.
14 years old. Eh.
We
Yeah.
are going to close off the show with just a straight shoot out of just 5 questions where we just basically it's a short answers only. Right? Are you a morning bird or are you a night owl?
Actually, I'm a morning person. I prefer waking up in the morning, and I usually pass out.
All
I
right.
never.
Um, which Avenger would you want to be?
Uh, maybe Thor. I feel like Thor. Thor is actually like, yeah, Thor.
Right? Do you prefer coffee or tea?
Coffee. I'm a coffee person. Yeah.
Coffee, right? Which famous creative or celebrity would you want to have to dinner?
Oh, actually, I would like to have Elon Musk. You know,
Pardon?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. Okay, okay. What emoji could you not live out? Mm.
Mm, the crying emoji. Even when I'm not crying, I love the crying emoji with everything. Even when I'm
Right.
laughing and stuff, I'll just
To
use
close
it.
off the interview, close off the questions. Last one for the evening from me, from the viewers, is what invention do you wish you had thought of first? Of all the inventions we've had, what invention do you wish you had thought of first?
The one that I have to invent on my own, or the one that is already out there.
It's already there, but you wish that you had been the one that actually thought of it first.
I would say computers.
Okay, 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 okay. Right. So, just in closing, just give us in terms of how can people get a hold of you in terms of you being a photographer for bookings, for people just to know you exist, your pages, everything. Just give us the whole shebang, lay down, and everything.
Oh, you can get hold of me on my photography page, which is kill underscore switch photography. And also, you can call or text me on 076-837-6279. No, so I'm available through all social media platforms. Yeah, that's me. Also, you can send the Raven, guys. You can send the Raven, and I'll answer the call.
All right. And then one last request. Okay. There's a request. They say they'd like to see Taban without the hat.
Nah, that one is not possible, guys. It's not possible. You know, this hat was specially designed for me by a very beautiful friend of mine. You know, the person that I always collaborate with, Kido. So she told me that I must never take it off whenever I put it on. So
Okay, okay. I get Masejo, you're out of luck. All right. But thank you very much, Tabang, for actually spending time with us. Thank you very much for granting us the interview. And most importantly, taking us through who you are, your work that you do, and the community that you come from. And wishing you all the best in all your endeavors in terms of the projects that you will be working on. Is there anything that in the immediate future between now and November that you are going to be working on?
yes, yes. Actually, there's something that I'll be working on. But I think ever since I've been using Godog's equipment on that shoot, I'm gonna take Godog's, guys, and I hope you guys repost and reshare my work, because it will be the most beautiful work that I ever did in my whole life. That's how I feel like about this project, because I've been planning it since January, So now it's time to
All right.
execution. Execution, and yeah, I'm waiting for someone to poke me. Actually, I'm ready. If someone pokes me, it's like a nuclear bomb. Like, boom! I'm gonna push the red
All right.
button, guys. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Tabang. Thank you very much for gracing us with your time. And yeah, as we say goodbye to Tabang, we also got to bring you some of the Godox SA events. So, you know how Godox actually does it. They go out to where people are. We always say, you know what, sign up for free training, sign up for this, sign up for that. There are events. We're using Godox gear, So one of the most immediate events that I just need to bring to your attention, especially if you're in the Western Cape. Yes, Western Cape people, listen up. There is an event coming your way. And I just want to put it up on the screen so that we can actually see it all together. It's a really wonderful event that is made and customized for creatives. So it's something that, yes, needs to come up onto the screen. It is a really beautiful and great workshop. Yes, a digital content workshop that is going to be in the Western Cape. So, do get yourself there. So basically the details, very quickly, you're going to join us for an exclusive digital content creation workshop at Brothers Musical Instruments in Plumstead Store in partnership with Rode, Nikon, Sony, and undilutedly and unbelievably and uncontested Godox SA. The date is going to be the 19th of October. It's going to be running from 10 a.m. till around about 1 p.m. And yes, you know what? The one thing that we love the most is the fact that it is free. So get on over to Brothers Musical Instruments. Explore some of the latest Godox continuous light for video creators. Perfect for schools, churches, musicians, podcasters, live streams, and vloggers looking to elevate their content. As we said, okay, you can expect hands-on demos, expert advice, and key insights on video, audio, and lighting production. So there's quite a lot of things to do. So to sign up, visit brothers.co.za, digital content creation workshop. Just go there and boom, you signed up. So don't leave it too late, people. It is happening. It's Saturday. It's 19th of October from 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. at Brothers Partners in Plumstead. So yeah, Godox, Nikon, Sony, Rode, it's all happening. So yeah, that is a very big announcement. So people, Godox does it the Godox way, and they bring things to people. So there's a lot that Godox has to offer. But yeah, join me again next week, Thursday evening from 7 p.m. till about 8 p.m., where we have fun, we learn, we create, and we just do things, all Godox SA. And yeah, look out for Getting to Grips coming back soon. It's something that is going to be really fantastic. But as your host, Pagamani, I need to sign out. I need to say peace out. And I say thank you very much for joining me on this platform. F-Stop Live, we're back at it next week, Thursday, 7 p.m. till 8 p.m. But for now, peace out. And that is me for the week. So that is me saying, you know what, it has been great. It has been fantastic. And yes, Operation Night today. So that is there where we leave it, ladies and gentlemen. So
I want the sun.
Operation Night today.
Copy that.